Suck it up. Suck it up. There is no alternative.
Know your place. I am your leader. You cannot vote to leave a political union. I just cannot have it. Yes, my name is Anna Salisbury, and yes, I am your master.
Is 84, and she wept on Friday. Just like my 24 and 25-year-old daughters shed tears because we made a terrible mistake on Friday by voting to leave the European Union.
You know, a major issue with politics today is it's brought in emotion rather than logic. This woman cannot be a conservative because she doesn't think logically. She thinks with her feelings, just like the Lib Dems and the Labour Party. It's one of the reasons why I despise her.
Frictionless trade, either by a customs union or indeed by some magical third way that the Prime Minister thinks she can deliver on, and good luck to her on that. If we do not do that, thousands of jobs will go. And honourable members sitting on these benches in private conversations know that to be the case.
Even more scaremongering. The fact is that no one knows what's going to happen when we leave the EU. Not the Bank of England, no economists, no CBI, or whoever it is. No one actually knows because we haven't actually left the EU yet. But if it's anything like the scaremongering about the euro, then I would hold tight to say, we'll be fine.
And what they have said in those private conversations is the loss of hundreds of thousands of jobs will be worth it to regain our country's sovereignty.
Before the referendum, they said that around 500,000 jobs will get lost because we decided to leave. There's an old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I won't say anything.
You tell that to the people of my constituency. You tell that to the people who voted leave in my constituency. Nobody voted to be poorer, and nobody voted leave on the basis that somebody with a gold-plated pension and inherited wealth would take their job away from them. And the only reason that the government has accepted these amendments is because it's frightened of somewhere in the region of 40 members of Parliament, the hard no-deal Brexiteers, who should have been seen off a long time ago and should be seen off again. Because these are people who do not want a responsible Brexit. They want their version of Brexit. They don't even represent the people who actually voted leave. And the consequences of this are grave, not just for our country, but also for this party. And one has to wonder now, who is in charge? Who's running Britain? Is it the Prime Minister, or is it the Honourable Member for North East Somerset?
Just to be clear, 100% clear, 100% factual. No one knows what it's going to be like when we leave the EU. Not the Bank of England, not any economists, not any MPs or anyone. No one knows what's going to happen. However, let's go back in history. They threatened that if we did not join the euro, then our economy would crash and we would lose hundreds of thousands of jobs. This never happened. Also, let's go back on the campaign, and the likes of David Cameron and George Osborne were quite clearly stating that if we were to leave the EU, we would leave the single market and the customs union. So why are MPs fighting against what they voted for in the first place? Simple answer. They've got something to gain. I don't know what Anna Salisbury and quite a few others need to gain from the EU, but there's something there that's trying to make them overturn the vote of 17.4 million people. And I guess that's the question you need to ask yourself. Why are MPs going against the people of the country? That's why the likes of Anna Salisbury and many other Remoaners and Remainers in Parliament should not be in the seat they're in right now, and why we need to vote them out in 2020.